Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the best damn BADCATZ Sportscast you're ever going to see. NFL Week 9. Week 9. Got a lot to talk about. We got the crew headed to Comic-Con. We got the Celtics struggling. We got Aaron Rodgers bullshitting. Oof. We got the Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers trying to make a push for the playoffs. We got a lot going on. Okay? We got a World Series champion. We got the Bruins. We got college football. We got hot topics for the NFL. And, of course, we got our pick show and fantasy.
And our trivia question at the end of the show.
Without further ado, what's good, fellas? Birdie, where have you been, bro? I was going to have to call John Walsh.
Oh, no.
Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Dog the Bounty Hunter.
I got here in plenty of time. I usually get here a little earlier. But
you know something? You actually had me and you never make me nervous about anything. You are a guy, you are a man of stability, control, okay? You are a good influence on the Hurricane.
Running a little bit late today.
And I liked him. I said, well, you don't think Birdie would no call, no show, will you?
No.
And he said, no way.
Because if I wasn't coming, you would have got a message.
Yeah, I figured
by
that,
not calling, you knew I was on my way down.
But we could have ran into that girl you've been chasing around for a couple weeks.
I haven't been chasing her, but it's.
Hey, we were rocking to that old music, dude. I'm singing now. You know something? We got to get music license in here so we can come into music.
So, just a quick question, though.
Yeah.
Riley's dad was a DJ.
Oh, yeah,
he still is.
He worked at the...
He still is.
Oh, he still does it, really?
Yeah. Changes.
Okay. No, it was Club Kokomo was the name of the place.
Yeah, but then it was Changes. It was all kinds of stuff, yeah.
And then we had...
He used to live upstairs. That was the party.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That's like Kevin Medeiros,
That was, yeah.
Remember Kevin?
DJs living upstairs from the bars
they're working at. It's not a good combination.
That's the Mount Everest. That's the Mount Everest of single life. Right there.
Statue of limitations 30 years ago.
Listen to me. That is the statue of Mount Everest.
Yeah,
you know
it was. Those were the days. I agree with that.
Crazy. That dive bar, they used to have bamboo on the floor and people smoking in the bar at the same time.
That's a long time ago. How crazy is that, dude? You got a good memory.
How crazy is that?
Yeah, you got a good memory.
Of course, it's pre-station fire in Providence, which changed the game. For bars and restaurants, let's face it, right there.
Yes.
All these people getting rich off water sprinklers and security systems and fire codes. I mean, it changed everything. But literally, you're in this place, the floor was full of bamboo, and fucking people are blowing butts because you could smoke in a bar then.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
Now, if a young kid gets even a little smoke near him, the mother covers them up in 10. How did we survive, Birdie?
I don't know, man.
How did we?
I'll tell you what.
The Time River was polluted.
We had
mills blowing pollution.
We inhaled a lot of smoke in those places.
No shit. I inhaled a few things in them places.
God. We're going off track here.
Listen, I got lost at Mesa last night. I hadn't been out in 2 weeks, right?
Okay.
9 o'clock, I had an itch. I walk into Day of Portugal golf tournament. Jimmy Hilario with a sporting shirt on. Wow. And 20 of his friends on the patio.
Okay.
They all got cigars this big in their mouth.
Okay.
Pete Souls is holding court.
Yep.
All right. I ended my night putting left-handed from 4 feet away.
Really?
People bet I could make 3 out of 10. I made 3 out of 4, Birdie.
Really?
This was opposite-handed because I'm left-handed.
During
putting.
In between drinks, right?
Listen, these guys were drinking all day. Yeah. I didn't have a beer until 8:30.
Okay, so you were a little more stable.
I walked in there stone cold sober.
Okay.
But I didn't leave sober.
Yeah, we know that.
But yeah, I'm a great time.
So was there a big soccer game yesterday or something?
Sporting, yeah, 4-0.
Yeah, see, Riley knows.
Everybody had the over.
Okay, well, Jimmy.
I did it. Listen, I remember
he recommended it. Yeah,
and he was there.
Okay.
Riley, I went soccer picks, bro.
I'm a little hesitant on the over. It's tough in soccer because
But the way he broke it down,
I know the defense are bad. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it makes sense. But it's still tough, because even my supervisor at work, back in the Euros, he bet the over on goals for Portugal and Hungary. And it was 2.5. And I was like, dude, that's so much. Hungary's just going to sit back the whole time and just play defense the whole time. So, if Portugal can't break them down and only get 1 goal at the end, Like they're not gonna. It's like, you know what I mean. Like when one team's a lot better than the other team, they just sit back the whole time and just don't let them score, and they won't do any offense. So it's all one team that needs to score. But it hit. So
Jimmy was bugging out. He said they took a goal back. Oof. And then they hit the post like 3 or 4 times in the first half.
Yeah, they won.
Something like that.
Yeah, they had a good win. They had a good win, and they're in a really good spot in their group right now. They're tied with Borussia Dortmund, which is one of the bigger teams in Europe.
How come we're gonna say what's up to Alan Steven, Hillside Mansions?
Where's my man Alan
from
Charlie Scott?
Hey, listen, from the notorious Hillside Mansions.
My man Charlie
My
Scott.
man Alan Stevens in the building. What is good?
Good looking out, Alan.
You're looking out. Alan's the best. Alan's the best. But yeah, interesting. Dynamic. But we gotta get going with the. You gotta start delivering some soccer picks. Okay. These fools are betting second division.
Yeah, because the odds on second division no one cares
These
about.
These guys are screaming at a phone this big because the brother gives him a tip because his friend plays on Finland's double B team, okay, and they're watching it on a phone. They got like 5 parlays with it. They got about $500 on the line. Hey, they're watching on a phone this big, like they're watching the Super Bowl.
Wow. Yeah, if these guys.
Because second division, like the odds are so messed up because no one really cares about it. No one sits there and like in depth watch it except the diehard fans who live in England's like little city.
I watched a documentary the other day about the gambling process, and I caught the tail end, and they said it's sports like that you can make money on in college football because there's only enough hours in a day to study for the NFL.
Exactly.
Birdman.
Exactly.
Yeah, well,
for the NFL.
Like
is so unpredictable.
Honestly, the more you started talking about 2.5, the more I thought about it. Like that line could have been at 3 because of how bad both teams were offensively.
And listen, I almost took it at 3.5, and it would have paid like 6-1.
What was the final score?
4.
Nothing.
But I
guess a goal got called back.
Yep.
And they backed the post a few times.
Yeah, so it could have even been like 5-6. Yeah.
Now, let me ask you a question. And I don't give a fuck if you're mad we're talking soccer. We're going to talk soccer here.
I love it. I love it more than anything.
Because where I'm from, Jack, where I'm from, we appreciate the game. We're not like these jerk-offs from WWEI who shit all over soccer. Exactly. Hey, buddy, let's see through a little Sweet Caroline and follow You'll Never Walk Alone Liverpool. And then talk to me about fans.
Best sport in the world.
Talk to me about what's up. Please. Get with the times, bro. White, 55, and bald is a bad way to be, Jack. Put some color in your life. Go date some Puerto Rican girl or some black girl. Go have some fucking, go have some mod soup or something.
Mikey's going off.
Get a little fucking salt. Get a little salt and pepper in your life, brother. Soccer's beautiful. You don't like the way their fans go and how they get down. Are you crazy?
Because people think it's boring because you don't understand it. You don't understand it, but you don't.
It's big around here.
People have to understand football is not fun to people in Europe. They don't find that fun. They don't find it entertaining. And that's the biggest thing here in America. Nothing can touch football. Sure. And they don't like it over there. And it doesn't grow over there.
Why do they love basketball, though?
It's certain spots. It's like England basketball is not really a big thing. Like
No. The NBA's going to England now.
Yeah, I know, but it's not like
their international sales is a lot.
In like China.
Germany, Russia.
Yeah, exactly.
Germany, but Spain, it's big.
Certain
France,
spots, but not everywhere. But basketball, because a lot of the stars are huge in basketball, like worldwide huge, like Kobe, LeBron, Michael Jordan.
Larry. It started with the Dream Team.
Yeah, but Yao Ming is a weird name to say, but that's why he's in the Hall of Fame. He made basketball massive overseas, you know what I mean? Like, and it was the connection. But football, there's no, like, Tom Brady's probably the only one that people in Europe, that people probably know.
Yeah, sure.
And other than that, there's not many. Like, if you, all right, before Tom Brady,
is there a baseball player that they know? No.
Maybe Jeter because of the Yankees.
Yeah,
I would say the Yankees.
Active.
Otani, no.
But not in Europe, I don't think.
Travel across the world, right? Travel across the world. Brendan Sullivan, 40th Street in House. What's up, Irishman?
The basketball in Europe, though, they have European teams.
Yes.
Where they don't have football.
But I was saying Spain.
But here's the deal, though. Their pay grade compared to the soccer club's not even close.
Yeah, it's not even close.
No, I understand that, but at least they have something to watch.
They'll
they can
fill
attend.
10 to 12,000 seat arenas.
Yeah.
You know, listen. My mother made a lot of money in Europe. By the way, I got a trivia question for you, Birdman.
Oh, really?
Yao Ming's Chinese basketball league's scoring record was broken by who?
Stephon Marbury.
Chris Herren.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. No
With
kidding.
like 65 points.
Really?
You gotta see the tape of that.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy.
65?
The riot police had to
Squad him out of there.
They hit with a bat.
Like Marvin Hagler out in
No, 10
England.
times worse.
The fans are crazy.
Yeah,
over there.
when the fans wild out, and this wasn't a relative. This is China, so the soldiers had to come on the court.
I believe it.
Yeah. But yeah, man, we're talking soccer here, baby. We're eating Charisse, okay? That's what's going down. This ain't no gluten-free bullshit. Go watch fucking equestrian or fucking.
You got some very astute soccer guys.
I can't get him in the fucking. I can't get him in the Bulls. Yeah,
Jimmy and Riley, from what I heard, and these guys know their stuff.
There should be a Benfica show here. There should be a sporting show here. There should be a Porto show here. There should be a Portuguese soccer show here. A Premier League show here.
So
minimum.
I just realized that Chelsea plays on Saturday when we're at Comic-Con. So you know
I'm
gonna
take the break.
Yeah. I'll have one headphone in, just listening to the game. But I don't know.
Listen, let me tell you something.
I don't think
when you're on the road, right? It is always a good thing to have a place to rest. Get away from the white noise, right? Recoup, take a shower maybe, grab a half-hour nap.
I do have one pick that I have so far, just looking at the games. Man City and Manchester United play each other in a huge game this week. Early game, 8:30 here, which is 4 hours ahead, so 12:30 over there, which is kind of early. That's early for them. But I like the over on goals just because I think Man City is going to score a lot on Manchester United.
You got it.
So,
I'm with it.
and not just that, I think Ronaldo could sneak in a goal. Bruno could sneak in a goal. Last time Manchester United played in a huge game against Liverpool, they lost 5-0. And I think Man City has just as good as offense, if not better offense than Liverpool does. So over on the goals.
They got my boy De Bruyne.
Yeah, exactly. And not just that, their whole team is
They
good.
need to get the little white boy back, the Argentinian.
David Silva?
Silva.
Yeah.
Yes.
They have a new guy. His name is Bernardo Silva, pretty much same exact name, but plays very similar.
But that guy Silva, I mean, what was he like? 5'8"?
Yeah, he's my height.
Like
my height,
5'6", something like that.
They have a statue of him outside the stadium now. Because of him, because he was one of their biggest players ever, and he just left.
Yeah.
So can I ask you a dumb question? Because I don't know nothing about soccer. So these are leagues in Europe, right? Correct.
Yes.
Leading up to what? When does the World Cup happen again?
Yeah.
So all right. So basically,
break down the level. Explain to him the 5 big leagues, then the Euro, then the UEFA, and then the World Cup.
Okay, so basically, every single country in Europe has their own league. So England, Poland, Belgium, every single league you can think, every single country has a main league.
Okay.
And then
the number one league being the Premier League.
Number one is the English league, and then you have the German league, then you have the French league, the Italian league,
La Liga,
the Spanish league, the Portuguese league. Those are pretty much the biggest ones. And then all those teams, the best teams, compete in this the thing called the Champions League, which is pretty much their Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And they try to
finish
do
the
best
top
team.
4 in the Champions League, then you advance. But let me tell you something. One season's done, and some guys get traded, blah, blah, blah. It's crazy.
Yeah, and then so the World Cup is like all of the countries. So you can be English and play in Italy. You can be Italian and play in Spain. So the World Cup is all of the Italians on one team, all the Spanish on one team, and it's all the countries versus each other to see who's the best country. And that only happens every 4 years.
Yes.
So it's kind of like their own Olympics for one sport.
A very good question. Who would be the favorite, the UEFA champion or the World Cup champion, playing one another?
That's so tough. I want to say the World Cup champion because there's so much more to pick from, but it depends what team wins each year.
Not really, though, bro.
Because
you're in Chelsea, you can take people all over the world.
Yeah, I know, but
if you're Argentina, they're just gonna be from Argentina.
But the thing is you have such a broader thing to pick from. Chelsea only has 23 players to pick from. Argentina has. Hypothetically, USA has hypothetically 350 million people to pick from. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's going to be broken down into national team players, but they have more players to pick from. You know what I mean? And then Chelsea only has 23. So if it was coming off of this year,
but 23 people from all over the world.
Yes, but you also have to think of,
the
right?
United States best player plays half a game for Chelsea.
But you also got to think of, right?
Yeah.
The player so we'll do the Euro champion in Chelsea because Chelsea won the Champions League and the Euros just happened. So Italy just won the Euros. One of their best players plays on Chelsea. So if they were to play each other, how does he pick? He probably picks Italy, right?
Yeah.
So Chelsea loses one of their best players right there.
I feel you.
So I would go with the national team nine times out I would say 8 out of 10 times. Because sometimes the Champions League, an off team could win. Like the one time Chelsea won in 2012, they weren't the favorite. And if they played Spain that year, they would have got blown out. There was no chance. So most of the time, I'm going with the national team.
I hear you.
So if you're a player from England on an English team, and the World Cup comes around, and you get offered money to play in Argentina, you could go play.
No.
Do you have
professionally? There's a thing called country and club. Right?
Okay.
Everybody leaves their clubs, and the club season shuts down for 3 or 4 weeks.
Yep.
When it's national qualifiers or World Cup qualifiers,
yep.
So everybody goes home to play with them. Lionel Messi leaves Spain or Paris now, and then he'll go to Argentina
to play in the World Cup.
To play in the qualifiers.
Okay.
You're going to qualify to get in.
Yeah, you don't just pick the best team.
But it's all happening simultaneously at different times.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But so the only...
Time out. Very good. But the one thing about it is, wait till we start talking about teams getting regulated.
Yeah. So
So
the only way to play for a national team, you can't just pick like, oh, I like Germany, I'm going to play for Germany. You have to have citizenship of that team. So if I was a professional, I could only play for USA because that's the only team I have a citizenship. If I was to go get my Portuguese citizenship, because I have roots there, then I could go play for Portugal.
Sure.
There has been players.
No, you can play for Portugal without much of a mistake.
Yeah, but there has been players who's played for Brazil and Spain because they switched their citizenship.
Well, didn't we get a bunch of Germans whose fathers were GIs?
Yeah, so
a couple of black guys
France,
that grew up in Germany.
Yeah, so
because their fathers were we have a big base in Germany, right?
Oh, there's
a few of them.
Several bases over there. Yeah.
There's a lot of French on the French national team. A lot of their best players are a lot of African players who they've moved, not even just Algerian, like Senegalese.
Zinedine Zidane.
Yeah, Zinedine he was Algerian. Right? Yeah, they moved to France.
You know about Zinedine Zidane?
No,
That's a bad
so they were.
right there.
I think some of them are born in that country, but then moved to France early. Then they claimed France. Yeah. Some of them don't even like to claim France, and they claim other nations. Yeah. It gets super weird.
Now Maradona played. He was with Argentina, but he went to Italy to play.
Yeah, play for a club team.
Napoli.
He didn't play for them in the World Cup.
No, he only played for
Italy. Time out. He led a 3rd division team, right, to the Champions League. Our 2nd division team.
Yeah, to one of the biggest things they could
he only
win.
played in the World Cup for Argentina, though.
Yeah.
His whole country.
Yeah.
Okay, you got a little confused when he went to Italy.
Is Diego Maradona, right? Listen to me. Top 5 baddest boys in sports history?
Based on that documentary we saw?
I mean, come on. He party like a rock star, bro.
Wow. He was a rock star.
He was godlike.
No.
People would faint in his presence. You know about the hand to God goal, right?
Hand to God, I know that.
Yeah. So they named the Napoli Napoli Stadium after him?
Yeah.
Because he recently passed away, so they named it the Diego Armando Maradona Stadium.
Diego, do all the drugs you want. Have sex with all the women you want. Break all the laws you want. We love you, Diego.
Well, as long as they were winning.
We love you.
Right? Winning World Cups, that's all important. When you come from those countries like Colombia where you can get execued but because you didn't remember that?
We need some bad guys in sports. Some of my favorite athletes. All right, so top 5 bad boy. Diego Maradona got on that list.
He'd probably be on
Dennis Rodman?
I would say. Rodman might be. John McEnroe?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Ron Artest?
Artest is a good one.
Did John McEnroe have Mike Tyson before Artest?
Mike Tyson, yeah.
Did John McEnroe have a filthy mouth or what?
I watched that movie.
Borg. It's good, isn't it?
Part of it, Borg. Yeah, but it was depicted. They had actors playing them, but the whole storyline behind it was very fascinating. Yeah.
So who else on that? Michael Irvin, maybe.
I definitely think Rodman has to be on
Pac-Man
there.
Jones.
Pac-Man, yeah.
Vontaze Burfict. If we're gonna do that, Vontaze Burfict was a mean guy.
We have to have a level of celebrity. Vontaze Burfict was a mean guy. Is that middle linebacker?
Yeah, the one that rocked AB.
Yeah, I didn't like that, dude.
No.
You're in the same union with those guys. He was a fucking creep.
Exactly, yeah. He's whack. But Dennis Rodman, I think, needs to because they couldn't. If you watch The Last Dance, they couldn't find him for a couple of days. So can you get a hold of Dennis?
Listen,
Can you get a hold of Dennis?
I'm looking for Common Lecture at Comic-Con. All right.
Kyrie for the wrong reasons though, like not like partying or nothing, but just his weirdness. Yeah, his whack job being out there.
Ty Cobb was a racist, whiskey drinking, whoring, pistols touting, bad guy.
Georgia Peach.
Yeah, he was
Pete Rose.
Nobody liked him. Nobody liked him.
Well liked. You're right.
He hated Babe Ruth, and everybody loved Babe.
Yep.
Pete Rose, maybe.
Pete Rose.
Yeah. We're gonna have to compile that list.
Yeah.
To give it
we're
some
gonna
thought.
have like a little 15-minute segment.
Barry Bonds. Because
Roberto Durant? Hands of stone?
Yeah, you want to get guys that did stuff outside of
he
things
did.
that,
He was hands of stone.
Put the Oakland Raider, the whole entire Oakland Raider team from the 70s on
I watched someone Lyle Alzano about that. Unbelievable.
Different world.
NFL Week 9. We have a World Series champion, but wake me up when somebody cares. Yeah. The tomahawk chop is booming in Atlanta. So much for political correctness with Indians. In Washington, 200 miles away, Birdie, 300 miles away, you don't even have a name on your team.
No.
But there's 70,000 people going, whoa!
Well, and the Indians have a new name. They're not the Indians anymore. The thing about the Redskin ones is they had traditionally had a marching band that played a fight song, and I don't believe they have that anymore either.
Why don't they just call them the Washington Indians? Just get rid of Redskin.
Well,
right? Get rid of Redskins are slur.
Yeah, they're not going to go with any Native American name at this point.
I call them, why not the Washington Proud Indians?
How they've gone a year without a name is pretty mind-boggling. Dan Snyder, his ownership regime down there.
Look up K Street. I'm about to drop some knowledge on you guys, okay?
K-A-Y?
K Street in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
Is the mecca. You know how Madison Avenue in Chicago is, New York is for advertisers?
Yep.
K Street is the mecca DC. For PR marketing, right?
Okay.
Logos, names, strategies. You know what I mean? Political campaigns in Nicaragua and in Taiwan and everywhere. K Street.
Right here?
You got K Street there? What's it say about K Street? Give me a little quick wrap up.
Well, I got a picture of it, but
looks like a Flatiron building there.
Yeah. K Street is the mecca for marketing and power and influence.
Center for numerous lobbyists and advocacy groups in Washington, D.C. Right there.
Yeah.
So.
What were the ratings? Can we get the ratings for Game 6?
Yeah, I got you.
I'm going to say under 4.
You want to hear a crazy statistic that I saw yesterday? There have only been 2 teams in the history of baseball, 120 years, that have ever won the World Series that were under 500 at the All-Star break. And the Braves this year were one of the 2 teams. That's kind of mind-boggling.
Baseball's a lot about who gets hot at the right time.
So I have surprising 14.3 million total viewers from last night.
Oh.
So it was up from 12.6 million viewers last year. So up about 2 million viewers, and I thought it was a lot higher than I thought. 14.3.
It wasn't much of a game either, 7-0.
Yeah,
so.
That's great. Maybe because everyone wants to see the Astros lose.
Plus,
you have
to
hit on it.
You have to know that the rating system is archaic too. But I agree with you, Riley. I think that's a real big.
Everyone
part
wants to see the Astros lose.
Yeah.
Literally.
And I think enough is enough with that already too. But they don't have if they want to have an accurate rating system, they could put something in every TV and they could tell you what you're watching. But they don't account for people watching on their phones, people watching.
I watched on my phone.
You know what I mean? People watching on tablets.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And time out. We could be on one TV in here. We could be watching it with 10 people.
Yep.
Exactly, yeah.
Do you understand? So but they keep the ratings the right way. Same for radio, right? They keep them the same way because you want to know why? The corporate America people who own the TV and radio markets, right? They know how to best manipulate the system. Anytime you have a radio station giving money away, that's called sweeps week. That's the week where ratings are coming in. All right?
Sounds about right.
No, it is right. And that's what they do to manipulate it. So if there's 14, if they say there's 14 million people watching it, there's probably 30 million in real time, real talk. But yeah, Birdie, the picture that you gave me, the guaranteed lock that you gave me, was a game away.
Day late, dollar short. Is that how the saying goes?
Yeah.
Had the right pitcher. We didn't have him in the right game, but as they say, that's baseball, I guess.
Are you coming to Comic-Con with us? You making an appearance?
I will make an appearance there. I said I'll be there either Friday or Saturday, one of the 2 days.
I want to take him.
Yeah, we're going to go up to Federal Hill. Yeah.
I want to take him after work to Federal Hill restaurant.
Absolutely.
Have you ever been to Federal Hill? Have you ever heard of it?
I heard of it, but I've never been.
Yeah.
You're in for a treat.
Without question, one street, one neighborhood, one of the most famous foodie places in the country. Right?
Oh, absolutely.
You would agree with that, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I mean, you're talking like the North End of Boston. You're talking like Little Italy in New York City, Federal Hill and Providence, right? That's the comparison you make it with.
Yeah. Providence will be popping. People watching is one of my favorite things to do. The freaks come out at night. And have we seen any of these anime characters that we're going to... Can we get
looked like a Halloween party is what it looked like with that anime stuff. Somebody showed me. But.
Perfect. You know my theory on Halloween, right? Slutty nurses, slutty... crazy. I'm just saying, like, can you imagine, like, my mother dressing up as, like a fucking Playboy bunny? It's fucking crazy. God. But Halloween's changed. It's about the party now, man.
Yeah, no, it's different. Different world. Different,
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Different holiday, if you want to call it a holiday.
Why don't you say, out of character day or just, like, do it, but because it's surely not about the kids anymore by any stretch of the imagination. The Celtics soap opera continues, Birdie, and I hate to blow my own horn, but I'll let you do it for me.
I always give credit where credit's due, Mike, and I'm a straight shooter. So 2 games into the season, you were screaming and yelling about something's not right.
But did I tell you off camera that they were fucked?
Yeah, you didn't like what you were seeing. You didn't like the coach. You didn't like everything, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse.
Highly dysfunctional.
No, you're not just an average observer watching the game. So you know a lot more about the game than the average bear watching it. And what you've seen, you didn't like, and it absolutely manifested into 7 games of ugliness.
We can talk all sports, and I can talk about chemistry and personality and leadership, stuff that covers all sports. But I can watch basketball a different way, probably very similar to how Riley watches watches soccer. You know what I mean? And others, you know. And when I see something broke. It's broke.
Yeah, well, they temporarily got a little relief last night.
We got a power forward playing center. We got a point guard that can't get by anybody, okay, that doesn't really distribute that well, that nobody wanted, okay? We got a 24-year-old superstar that has the Celtics by hostage with his talent.
Well, you got
pretty much.
The biggest problem was the way Smart came out publicly with his statement, which should have been.
I loved it too.
I loved it.
I loved it too.
A lot of people think they should have kept that more in house.
Why fucking house, Birdie?
Well, it's because the team.
Did you see Charles Barkley call Zion out?
No, I did not. But
did
he's got every right to, based on what we're hearing about Zion,
clip?
right?
No, I don't think so.
He said Zion looks like if me and Shaq had a baby.
Okay.
I swear to God, it was hilarious. I was watching it live.
Yeah.
This kid's 60, 70 pounds overweight.
Shame.
He says nobody in New Orleans is going to tell him the truth. Listen to me, Birdie.
Shame on the Pelicans for allowing
young athletes need to be told the hard truth.
Well, how is that possible?
Hard truth.
With the investment that the Pelicans have in that team to allow that to happen?
You don't care.
Let me ask you a question. You don't tell me you don't move. What are your strength and conditioning guys?
No, absolutely.
And what are your skills development players guys? Move him to Zion's hometown, right?
Absolutely.
Have him rent a house and have him see Zion 4 or 5 times a day.
Yeah.
Zion, what do you need? You need a ride to the store? Okay, come on, we'll pick you up. Oh, you're going to go.
He's like, he's
a
huge investment. Yeah. He's like a LeBron-esque pick, you know what I mean? Like, it was so hyped up.
And he's larger than the game because of how unique he is.
Yeah.
He has mass appeal.
Yeah.
Is this guy going to eat his way out of the NBA like John Hot Plate Williams?
Who was
Is this what we're looking at?
The quarterback for the Raiders, #1 pick years ago. Remember DeMarcus Russell?
DeMarcus Russell.
Remember him? Yeah,
Crazy.
270, 280. Yeah, no, it's not a good look for the Pelicans.
And when you have young, maturing talent that can be unpredictable as they've shown the last 2 years, you want to hire a young, inexperienced coach? No. You know how you have the A and B on the battery and like the cable goes on one, you know what I mean? You can't have that. You can't have that.
I don't know how much, what kind of a contract he's got. They might invest a lot of money in him, but it's not a good look for them, like you said, for that organization.
Yeah. And Tatum has his hostage. You know? Yeah, and I never thought I'd say this because they say you always regret shading talent. Okay? They say you always regret it.
You got to be able
But right now, I'm thinking about it. I had a conversation last night and I got into an argument. I said to them that I would trade Donovan Mitchell for Jason Tatum, straight up. The reason being is of Donovan Mitchell's heart, his intensity that he plays at,
Yep.
and his will to win.
Okay.
And his leadership skills.
Yeah, if you're going to trade Tatum, you better be getting something back, at least, somewhat.
What do you think about that? What do you think about that argument?
I don't know. I think Tatum has more skill than
does he have the
Mitchell
want
does.
to? Does he have the want to?
I don't know, and I want to wait another year.
Yeah, that was the
wait
question.
another year.
No, that was the question I wanted to ask him.
That's what I want to do. I want to
move
Celtics
him,
fans
though.
will be jumping off
That's
the
fine, but
bridge.
like people forget that in 2012, I want to say around there, we were like one of the worst teams in the league for like a couple years, and then Stevens came in, we gave him his time, and we moved into one of the better teams in the league, which we should be because we're historically the best franchise in the league.
Yeah.
But you go through times where it's not going to be great every single season. I think this is the last season you got to give them. I've been on the bandwagon of maybe this team doesn't work.
Yeah.
So
maybe it doesn't work.
So
and I'm trending that way, and so would they.
Yeah.
And Birdie, right? What do you say? You follow the trend, right, in sports?
Yep.
Right or wrong?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
The only question I got is, Mike, if you're going to get rid of him, I'm not opposed to getting rid of him, but you got to get back. You got to get back at least.
In another argument, it makes up. I say, call me crazy, right? I would trade Jaylen Brown. Hold on, and Marcus Smart for Tyler Hero and the Kid Robinson from the Miami Heat.
No way. No chance.
I'm going to tell you why.
So you're going to get rid of Tatum and Brown and Smart? Or just Brown and Smart?
No, I'm going to tell you why. Okay? Because those two kids, Tyler Hero's 20 years old. Okay?
Yeah.
Those two kids haven't even reached their potential. They're not even their full body strength. They both shoot threes better. They're both arguably closer with same athleticism. Hold on. Tyler Hero was the best player in the bubble.
I got no problem with Hero.
And here's the deal. You want to know why I'm going to make the trade? Because they're not going to be max players.
As far as contracts?
Yes, you can go out and get another guy or two.
My problem with that is Duncan Robinson's already 27 years old.
All right, but he's only been in the league for 2 years because he transferred 5
True,
times.
but still, it's just like if I want to trade Brown, I also want to get something that's going to help me win like right now or something that's going to be in the future. Nothing in the middle, and I think Robinson's not going to become much better than Brown is right now.
See, I disagree.
I don't see much more from Robinson. Hero again, I don't think I'm not a huge fan of his. I just think he's a good sixth man. I think he's. If he stays as the sixth man, I think he can win sixth man of the year, which is great.
Jerry West said he would have drafted him with the first pick in the draft.
Hero? Yeah, the sky's still the limit with him because, like you said, he's only 20 years
and
old.
He's 6'9".
Yeah. As far
6'8".
as Robinson, no, well, I don't know about him.
Okay.
27 years
last
old.
Last year in the playoffs, he didn't look that great either. He was missing a lot of shots in the playoffs. Couldn't even get game time. I know he's really young, but that's when it means something.
They had bubble fatigue.
If you were talking Adebayo along with Hero, which is probably unreasonable, now you're talking definitely.
You think Adebayo's worth more than Robinson on the open market?
I do.
I agree.
I'm going to tell you what Duncan Robinson could be, right? I'm going to tell you right now. He could be Klay Thompson.
No, I think he's too young.
I haven't watched.
Too old. Sorry, too old.
I think he'd be Klay Thompson.
Bam Adebayo's 24, and he's pretty good right now. I take the H factor.
Tatum hasn't been right to Bam Adebayo got it since Bam Adebayo got into his head.
Yeah.
Well, call me crazy. I've been called worse. What do we do with Jaylen Brown? Who's more important to us, Tatum or Brown?
That's hot.
Can they play together?
That's a tough question.
Tatum's more valuable.
These Celtics are going to fuck my winter up. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Seriously. We need them to do well. We got remotes to do.
I think Brown, based on what we've seen from Tatum so far this year, I would say right now Brown because he's not. Both of these guys, according to Smart, are hogging the ball and they're hurting the team.
But Smart shot selection's no better.
No, I'm not saying that. But which one is doing it worse in your opinion? You follow it more than I do.
Tatum. Smart should not be talking about shot selection because he has a bad one. If Smart wants to talk about effort and energy, all right?
Yep.
And toughness, then he can talk about that all day long. We agree that that's what Marcus Smart brings to the table, right? But he should not be talking about shot selection because he's shooting 27% from three-point line.
But those two intangibles that you just said, which one would you take between Tatum or Brown? The toughness and the
Brown, I think, is tougher.
Okay, so that answers the question.
Smart didn't say shot selection. He said they don't pass the ball.
Pass the ball.
Yeah. So it goes hand in hand, but he said they're not passing it, which if he said shot selection, I'd be with you, but pass the ball is different because it goes with it, but Smart passes, I feel like, a lot more than they do as well. Like, he can take some bad shots. He's not perfect at all, but he does, I feel like, pass more than those guys. If you watch the game and you sit there, like, count how many times Tatum dribbles the ball from 15 seconds down to 0 and misses the shot. You'll run out of hands.
There's an old adage. The dribble isn't meant to be dribbled unless you go somewhere with your dribble. Okay? You have to go somewhere with your dribble. Dribbling it and not gaining any territory or ground, okay, or not getting anybody leaning one way or the other way.
Create space or create.
And let me ask you a question, right? Let me ask you a question. If you're the defense, you'll live with Jason Tatum taking 25-footers to beat you, right?
Absolutely, you would think, right?
Right.
Absolutely.
He's not Curry. He can't shoot like Curry. Like, he has a good shot on him, but he's not like a ridiculous shooter where you don't want him to shoot. You know what I mean?
His talent is so precious and rare.
Skill set,
He's got us fucking hostage, though.
Yep. That's
I think.
Hold on, and let me get back to Coach K. Now that means a lot to me, for what it's worth. Coach K said he's soft as pump.
That's like John Wooden. Yeah, exactly.
You put any credence in Coach K saying that?
I don't know, because I don't know if it was serious or him joking.
No, it was a documentary. They scrubbed it from the internet, too.
So, I'm not.
You know what kind of juice you're going to have? You know what kind of juice you're going to have to scrub that? See if we can find it. I heard it got scrubbed from the internet. But they were filming a documentary, and Coach K had a mic on. If he had a mic on, he was complaining to one of his coaches that Tatum soft his puppy shit. I don't know.
He's one of the 4 or 5 top college coaches of all time.
I mean, if Coach Karam ever called me soft as puppy shit or Coach O'Brien, I'd be highly offended.
I don't think you'd ever get that. They might call you some other things, by the way, but soft wouldn't be one of them.
Every fucking name in the book or something. Right?
I don't know. I
soft as shit, he said, right?
Yeah, something like that.
And by the way, did he miss some presence alert for Pritchard, the point guard with the potential for the Celtics, who played well enough last year to deserve more playing time?
Yeah, but that's not on him. That's the coach.
That's what I'm saying. Where is he?
Yeah, I don't understand that part. He's summer league. He was tremendous.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
He was in tremendous
shape.
What's
he doing?
And they just, for some reason, they're not playing him. So
basically, the story is that Coach K they were in a game or whatever, and then at halftime, he came in, he started yelling at Tatum, and he was pissed. He threw his jacket at him, and he said, you're acting like a soft-ass St. Louis kid or something like that. And Tatum's like, yo, I have 28 points at halftime. So I'm guessing it was because he was doing kind of what he's doing now. He wasn't going to the rack with it, stuff like that.
When is the last time you saw Jason Tatum battling for defensive rebound? Yeah. When's the last time you saw him come out of nowhere and tomahawk dunk an offensive rebound?
Not yet this year.
A guy like Donovan Mitchell battles every possession. And I don't like his body. I think he's too heavy. I don't like his size. But I watched that motherfucker. And let me tell you something about Utah Jazz. If you come up in this system, you learn how to play the right way.
Well, yeah, they play defense.
And they pass the ball.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean?
It's
I'm telling you.
Carry over
that kid's special. That kid's special. And one of the reasons why D-Wade, they let D-Wade into the ownership group was to keep him there.
Okay.
All right? Now, if you're Utah, you're smart. How many brothers running around Utah, Birdie? Not so many.
No, I wouldn't think so.
There's some Samoans. Because of their affinity for the Mormon religion.
Yeah.
Okay?
Brigham Young. University football.
But there's not a lot of brothers. No, if you can get the brothers to Utah, I mean, you're doing a great job of selling it, but one of the most beautiful parts of the country, if not the most. You guys been to the Grand Canyon yet?
No. Yes.
Unbelievable.
No.
Life. I don't say changing. But
you're on point. You're on point.
Yeah, I mean, like one of the few things that doesn't disappoint you when you look at that and you say, "Oh my God,
it's an amazing."
Water did this and created this thing for God knows how many years, and you just feel like so small, but yet like empowered. Like it is a out of body experience.
Natural wonder of the world. Yeah.
Is it really?
Well, I would think one of them.
I don't think it is.
No, really?
No.
I'm surprised.
They modified the wonders of the world.
Really?
Yeah.
I would think that would be
one. You got the Hanging Gardens of Babylon's one of them.
The Grand Canyon is.
I don't know for this. I don't know. Oh. I know it's one of the few things that is visible from outer space or something like that.
Yeah, you would think.
You know what else is visible? The lights of Las Vegas, Birdie.
The Luxor.
Birdman.
My Vegas days are few and far between.
No, we're going soon, Birdie.
Huh? Yeah, well, maybe
gambling.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, he loves it.
Yeah, I used to. Not much
Where's
anymore.
Bobby? Tom from the casino said. Where's Bobby? You want me to call Tom and put him out of here right now?
I'm good, Mike. you get him on your show, Mike. I get him sitting right here. He'll start driving you crazy. Then you'll find out. Real quick.
Yeah, really. Okay. Birdie, I need you to apply your mastership, the lines to that.
The lines
okay.
Right,
are you ready for the 7 burning questions going into NFL Week 9?
Before we do that.
Go ahead. Do whatever you want.
Week 8.
Week 8. All right.
Champion.
All right.
The Birdman.
Whoa.
Yeah, only by one game.
Only by one game because the Chiefs blew it. The pick that I got bullied into. He was the only one that won his pick that he got bullied into.
That's right.
He's the only one.
I should have won my fucking bet because
I told you not to take. No, it was 14 and a half.
14 when we took it.
At the casino, was it?
Yeah, well, it changes 2 days later.
But what happens when we pick it? It's what's going off of what happens at that point. I'm with Birdie on this one.
Come on.
But he's the only one so he won that week. I was one game behind him. But yeah,
if you would have took the Rams, you would have been
closer with us.
You would have been tied with me probably. I think.
No, he wasn't tied, but he would have been a lot closer.
You know something? I was betting on teams that I bet against in the pick sheet. That's how fucked up I was.
All right.
There's no rhyme or reason.
All right. Question 1 through 7. Which one do you want to take first?
6.
6 is the Wild Wild West. The Wild Wild West. The Wild Wild West. San Francisco and Arizona. Will the real 49ers please stand up? Birdie, you remember that game show, right?
Please stand up.
Will the real Mr. Raposa Birdie stand up? And guys used to act like they were getting up.
To tell the truth. Was that the name of it?
What 49ers team is going to show up? And will Arizona bounce back? Take it away.
Yes. I was liking that whole division coming into the year.
Yeah.
With the 49ers being one of my favorites to win it. Yeah. But after watching them play, there's not much to them. Like, it's just like, I think the defense is decent, but there's too much going on in that division I think the Seahawks are doing decent right now, not as great as they would be with Russell Wilson. Then obviously the Rams, obviously the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals have a good bounce back game here. Hopkins should be more healthy. I just don't like the 49ers this year. I think it's going to be another year of a lower pick, and then maybe next year or at the end of the year, Trey Lance comes in.
You know what's a crazy thing about the NFL? The teams that are getting talked about in the media for not wins and losses are the teams that are dysfunctional and never pan out. And you're right. There's too many stories about San Francisco. There's too much drama. There's too much, just like Cleveland, right? Again?
Yeah.
Like you're in
OBJ, exactly, yeah. Everyone was talking about them like winning.
So I'm gonna give the talent of San Francisco one more opportunity.
So
but this game has significant importance. If Arizona wants to stay close to the Rams.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They gotta win.
They can't. For Arizona to stay close to the Rams to win the division, they gotta lose maximum 2 more games. That's it. Yeah. That's it. That's being generous.
And San Francisco needs to win this game to hang on and be viable.
San Francisco has to win this game because they lost technical difficulties.
All right, we're back up.
What's up? Sorry about that. We had a little technical difficulty. You know how it goes. But how about Riley on the wheels of steel? No panic, right? Like a stone cold killer. Right, gets us back up 50 minutes later.
Ice water in his veins.
Hey, listen, we're sending him into the deep end to the major leagues at Comic-Con this week. We're sending him in. Rob said he's got a camera that can shoot from 50 feet away and block out all the noise. We're going in there with more toys than James Bond, Birdie. If it doesn't remind a little bit James Bond with those cachet cases.
Gadgets.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, he picked 6. You pick
2.
2. Can the Browns figure it out? It's their last chance. We talked about blowing up the Celtics. They're going to blow up the Browns if they don't make the playoffs this year, I believe. It is do or die time for Baker Mayfield. They're in the paper for all the wrong reasons. They got more than enough talent on that team, okay? They're good on the defensive side of the ball. They have arguably the best running game in the NFL, but they can't win. Okay? So, injuries, expectations, OBJ playing time, Twitter beefs, all the wrong reasons. Cincinnati coming off a bad loss to the New York Jets. Yeah. Okay? How do you see this game playing out, and how important is this game? If Cleveland loses this game, can they continue to be talked about as a playoff team?
No, absolutely not. Cleveland, this is a must-win, just like it's a must-win for the 49ers this week. The Browns, I'm not a Baker Mayfield fan.
I'm not either.
I never really. The only pass I'll give him a little bit of leeway is because he is playing injured.
He's got a big arm.
He's trying to gut it
out. He's got a big arm, you know.
Yeah, he's not really accurate with the deep ball, but he's a gamer. He's a tough kid.
Listen, he's got weapons. He's got Jarvis.
There's no excuse for the Browns this year. That owner for the Browns, he's been patient. He's been waiting a long time, and so is the city of Cleveland for this team. And this was supposed to be the year for them. And right now, it's not looking good up there with the dissension between OBJ and
Let me ask you a question, right? If you're the Cleveland Browns, you wouldn't give Josh McDaniel a look?
Well, the thing with McDaniel, though, is he reneged on the last job. That's why
he's been that close to greatness. He's seen it all.
Mike, but
when
you verbally commit to an organization and then you renege on that,
people change their mind every day, Birdie.
Well, not like the way he did. They had everything. They had a press conference set up. They were ready to hire him, and then all of a sudden he decides, well, Belichick maybe gave him a call or somebody did something, and then
Belichick's CIA operators kidnapped him and put him in a thing.
That was a bad look for him. So
he was not a great coach for the Broncos. I don't like him as a head coach. So
he was young though.
Yeah, but some people...
You don't think he's earned another opportunity?
He could, but I wouldn't trust him personally.
But you don't think he's earned an opportunity? I'm not saying how he's going to turn out.
Yeah.
Nobody knows how you're going to handle a big chair.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Nobody knows how you're going to handle that. But I think he's earned an opportunity.
Yeah, it might be with the Patriots.
No chance. No chance. No.
That's
absolutely no chance.
Going to happen.
Okay. No, I don't think anytime
that's
soon.
That's why he might have stayed there.
The only way Bill leaves is if he's done himself. If he's done himself, there's no way in my mind I think that Kraft fires him. There's no way.
If I'm Belichick, maybe I'll go to the Browns and make everything right.
You got a good memory though. A lot of people don't remember that.
Pick a question.
2.
We just did.
Sorry, 1.
Can the Jets' backup quarterback make the magic, Mr. White, make the magic happen tonight in Indy? Last week, 37 for 45 yards in a dramatic win for the Jets, Jets. Can he do it?
No. I don't know. The Colts are just a good team. They're a very good football team. They were close to beating the Titans last week. I think I like that win against the Bengals. It was a really good win, but this Colts team, they just run the ball really well, and that's a good thing to keep him off the field. He's hot right now. You don't want to really, I mean, how hot could a guy be named Mike White that you never really heard of? But he is hot, so you got to keep him off the field and just hold the ball.
There's been bigger underdogs before.
Yeah.
There's been bigger underdogs before.
I'm rooting for this.
You ever hear a guy by the name of Buster Douglas?
Buster Douglas.
Or some 6th-round fat kid draft pick for the Patriots? Go ahead.
I'm rooting for Mike White, but I think he's in a real tough spot.
I'm not rooting for Mike White tonight.
I'm rooting for him to have success. I don't want to see him, but I'm gonna go back to last year, the game that Tyler Heineke played against Tom Brady, and he looked tremendous in that one playoff game, and then this year he's been a bust.
Because there's no book on him, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No, it's a tough spot. You only got 3 days off, and now you got to go into play at Indy against that.
And it's a must-win for Indy. You kidding me?
Yeah, no, it's...
Okay. We got 1 off the board, 2 off the board, and 6 off the board. What are we going with?
5.
5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can the Pittsburgh Steelers keep rolling with Big Ben? I know this is Riley's favorite topic. 3-0 since they've been on the Steelers bandwagon.
And it's going to be 4-0 this week.
Who they playing?
Because the Steelers couldn't pick a better opponent than the Bears at home this week with the lifeless offensive
I like
team.
I like two games on the board jumped out at me.
That's
Patriots, Carolina, and Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh's defense.
Pittsburgh's going to bury the Bears.
Spoiler alert. I'm picking the Bears when we come to pick. I will pick the Bears.
We're talking about straight up pitches to win the game.
No, I'm talking spread. When picks come, I'm picking the Bears. And I don't know, even to win the game, maybe. I just think this could be a game where the Steelers just get caught when they get caught slacking. Like, it's an easy team. Fields looked really good last week. If you watch that game, he was running everywhere, making plays with his feet, making the throws he needs to make. But if he can run, which he can, and he can get around those pass rushers, I don't know.
He's gonna be running for his life with that defense.
Yeah, he will.
Why did the Steelers just trade Ingram though? Did you see that?
Yeah, that's another big hit for them though.
Why did you get rid of him?
Cap hit. They're really
no. Here's what Mike Tomlin says. We don't have hostages around here. We got volunteers.
Okay. No, you're right. That organization, you're gone. They're not going to mess around.
Yeah. And their track record is rock solid.
Pittsburgh, I just love Pittsburgh's defense.
Every once in a while,
I don't see the Bears.
The sports world will give you a story, and this may be the year of Big Ben. I say maybe. That's all.
He needs some momentum. He's got a little bit of a roll, get a little momentum.
Since I've been on their tip, they're 3-0.
Okay.
I'm telling you that their schedule's going to come back and bite them really hard.
All right.
Really hard.
We'll just
play. They need to win this game.
We'll play it week to week.
Need to win this game.
I like the Steelers.
I'm all in with Big Ben, baby. Yep. Okay. Next up.
3. Did we do 3?
No. Can the Patriots win another road game and get closer to making the playoffs? Mac Jones is the best quarterback in the draft. I think that's a given, right?
Right now, yes. Right now.
Right now, he's going to be a strong candidate for Rookie of the Year.
No.
Offensive rookie.
Not a candidate? I didn't say Rookie of the Year. I said candidate.
I don't think it's going to be I don't think it's going to be a question. I think it's going to be Najee Harris easily because I think he's putting up. I think Jamar Chase. I think one of those two is running away with it because both of them are doing a lot better compared to their position. Not just as rookies, compared to their positions.
People like to vote for quarterbacks for awards. Look at the Heisman.
Yeah, I know, but Jamar Chase is having a historical great year for a rookie receiver, like the best of all time. So that's the only reason why I'm saying him, because Mac Jones isn't doing something historically great. Jamar Chase is on pace to break their touchdowns in one season. And Najee Harris is like the main part of the Steelers' offense. Mac Jones is like the main part, but they're not like doing anything extraordinary. He's definitely top 3, but I think Chase is going to win it.
Though.
Yeah, but I think
he's in the conversation.
I think for me, I think the only two in the conversation is Najee Harris or Jamar Chase.
All right, go to Las Vegas odds for NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year.
That sounds good.
Vegas Insider, yeah. Well, there's 2 questions.
No, Vegas is too complicated for that. Just do the word search for that.
Yeah, I got you.
There's 2 questions this week for Carolina, and the question number 1 is Christian McCaffrey playing?
Supposed to be playing.
Question number 2 is Stephen Gilmore playing against the Patriots? I heard he was cleared to play this week. So
Kyle Pitts is another one. He's way up there right now. He has the
it's another guy.
And Fields' odds went up. Pitts' odds is going up.
Mac Jones is going up.
Yeah,
Mac Jones is in the conversation.
So why do you think it's Facebook, Riley?
Because the internet's fine. It just as soon as I search something up right away, it's good. It's not like the internet went out.
We'll be calling them fuckers again.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So we're back again.
We're back on him. All right. So Mac Jones. I believe in the balance of this team, offensive, defensively. I think they work well with one another. Okay, I like the rhythm and rhyme from the Patriots. They're hard luck losers to Tampa, hard luck losers to the Cowboys. Okay, and this is not coming from a guy who was rah-rah Patriots this year. I took a lot of shit for that.
But now you're not coming in as an underdog. Now people see what the Patriots are about, and now they're coming in as favorites in these games on the road. On top of that, so
yeah,
we'll see.
What do you think? Patriots on the playoff push?
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be really tough.
They have to keep winning. I can tell you that much. One loss could derail them.
You play the Bills twice, and that's 2 losses right there, guaranteed. So that's gonna be tough.
I don't know if it's guaranteed.
I'm not so sure if it's guaranteed anymore either. The Patriots look a lot better than they did earlier in the year, but
I got attacked by some Bills Mafia fans last night.
Really?
Yeah. They're talking about coming on.
that's a wild crew, that Bills Mafia.
Yeah.
Saw it firsthand.
You did see it firsthand?
Yeah, I went there. I went there to see the Broncos play. It was pretty cool. The stadium's nice.
Yeah.
The fans weren't too bad to me. They were just like crazy. Like there was a dude on top of the car, like on top of this RV, just up there, and there was like this massive fire that they had going on as well.
They're friendly.
They weren't bad. They weren't. They didn't do nothing crazy to us. They're just wild.
All right, Patriots a playoff team, Birdie. Yes or no?
As of right now, the jury's still out. It's a week to week. I'm still no right now.
Sneaking in the back door.
You're gonna have to.
Sneaking in the back door. Riley, Pat's a playoff team. Yes or no?
No, because of the Chiefs being in the wild card. If the Chiefs weren't in the wild card, I probably would have said yes.
Okay, next question. Tennessee at the Rams. There's no way Tennessee can go win a 4th straight game against another powerhouse team.
Who made this schedule out for Tennessee?
I don't know.
The last 4 weeks is just
Okay.
unbelievable.
Is there any way they can go to LA and win that game without Derrick Henry?
Wow.
Old man Peterson.
What?
Old man Peterson's just going to go down there and just
Julio-
run it right down there.
Julio Jones better be playing. A.J. Brown's going to have to play, and they're going to have huge games for them.
Can they rally? Can Mike Vrabel rally the troops?
It's going to be
He's got a little Pinch in him. He's got a little Paul Revere. He's got a little Sam Adams in him.
They've answered the call every time this year that they've been, doubted, but this is a little different without Derrick Henry, though. I don't see it. I'm not saying it's impossible, but very, very unlikely. Is Von Miller going to play this week?
Yeah, more than likely he will. He already practiced today, or yesterday was his first practice. There was actually a Broncos fan outside the practice facility. You could see him like looking in, and Von Miller took a picture of him and like, oh, thank you for the support. Like even in LA, I appreciate it.
You want to keep an eye on that.
I'm gonna get you a Von Miller LA shirt.
I'm not gonna wear it. I won't wear it. I won't. No, because in football, like
Riley, I mean, life's
he's
short.
my favorite player ever. But like
you're like a strong lover. You're like it's not an ex-girlfriend.
I agree.
I won't. Same thing with Rodgers.
Michael Jordan's. You're a Bulls fan. You're not wearing a Washington Wizards Michael Jordan jersey.
I wouldn't wear it because just out of respect to the man's greatness. Like I want to forget that. Even though he did drop 60.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So bad night for Michael's like a great night for. Last question. Ramifications of Rodgers' big fib.
Oof.
Just when things are going right for this guy. This is my problem with him a little bit, all right? He's been making me money too, so believe me, I want the motherfucker on the field.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We both know that, Birdie, right? All right. Ramifications of it, though. At best, this is the way it was characterized. At best, it was some manipulation and some misleading information.
Very misleading.
At the worst, it was selfish payment that put his team in jeopardy.
Absolutely.
Okay. Playing games with the holistic medicine card, whether he's right or wrong, I don't know. But he knew what the policy was. He knew it. And it's not the worst thing in the world, okay? It's not the worst thing in the world, okay? And people will soon forget. But the long-term ramifications, they could lose home field advantage to the Rams.
One or two
Let me tell you something.
Absolutely.
The Los Angeles Rams, you think they're going to be as effective in Lambeau in January as they are in a nice sunny dome?
They played there last year and
That's
they couldn't beat them.
That's a huge thing.
Nope.
So, what type of ramifications? Are you giving your boy Rodgers a pass on this?
No, absolutely not. And I'm going to tell you why real quick. Because how do we know that he's not the guy that spread it initially to Devontae Adams last week with these other guys that caused them to miss it?
Because he would have tested positive
Well, we
before.
don't know that. It doesn't show up right away. He could have been carrying it, and then all of a sudden, I don't know if they're testing him every single day with these guys. But
you don't have a problem with it?
No, not at all. Because even people who are vaccinated are getting COVID, and they're still spreading it as well. So, like, it just helps you and your immune system.
But because of his fib, he got treated like he was in protocol when it actually wasn't.
He got cornered.
Okay, so maybe that part, but either way, him being vaccinated or not, to me doesn't matter because you're still going to catch it even if you aren't. You're just helping yourself. Sure. And the only difference is if you're vaccinated in the NFL, you can play after 2 negative tests.
But because he broke the rules, because he wasn't vaccinated or whatever, wasn't compliant. I don't know what happened, but he's not playing.
No, he's out this week.
He's out this week, and he could be out for 10 days, right?
Well,
Now, what are the ramifications of this? Are they serious? I mean, they're survivable for sure. We're going to find out about Jordan Love. It's a great day for him. But going into Arrowhead, the Chiefs, it's a must-win for the Chiefs, too.
Yep.
You know, I mean, listen to me. I'll bet on Brett Favre with 5 Durfee. I'll bet on Aaron Rodgers with 5 receivers from Durfee on the field.
I
agree. Okay. But I think that Green Bay's going to have a tough time going into Kansas City and winning that football game.
I don't think it's going to be that as tough as everyone thinks because the game last week literally had no receivers at all, and all they did against the Cardinals defense was just pound, run. If they do the same thing in Kansas City, who has a way worse, I cannot say enough how bad their defense is compared to the Cardinals defense. It is not even close. They're on 3 different tiers. If they just pound the ball with Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon down their throat the whole game, and Jordan Love just needs to make 2 or 3 throws the whole game like Jimmy G did that whole Super Bowl run,
it could be good. Ball, Dillon gets fumbleitis. Okay?
Dillon does. Jones.
You got to score touchdowns, not kick field goals, and you got to be in the lead.
Well,
but that is the rest.
You can win by kicking field goals against the Chiefs. Last week they only scored 17 points against a Giants team, and the Giants put up 14 points on them. Jordan Love to Daniel Jones, I don't know how much the difference, but the Packers' weapons with Devontae Adams is going to be open. Aaron Jones is going to get open into space. Dillon's just going to pound the ball, and you're going to get a Norrie tackling him.
Watch out for my boy, the Honey Badger.
Well, Kansas City, after watching that game Monday night, boy, I'll tell you what, they won the game just barely.
Yeah,
and I'll tell you what, their problems are still.
Kelsey
looked terrible. Yeah. They got some
Kelsey
serious
looks
problems.
disinterested.
There's something wrong with that team. There's something
you're
not right with them.
Absolutely right. But I still like him against a Rodgers-less Packers.
Without Rodgers, yeah.
Buy or sell. The Browns, up and down.
Sell.
Down.
Sell,
Birdie,
yeah.
sell.
Oh, I'm definitely selling, yeah.
The Kansas City Chiefs.
Buy.
No, I can't
Sell.
right now. Yeah, you know what? Not only defensively they look bad, offensively they don't look right either.
Yeah.
I'm selling them right now.
49ers.
Sell.
Buy.
They're missing Deebo Samuel this week. That's a big loss if he doesn't play. I got to sell them too.
Patriots. Buy.
As much as I hate to say it,
I'll hold out. I'll hold out for another week.
I'm going to buy because that win in San Diego has some
The
credibility.
Blitzburg Steelers. Buy or sell.
Oh, I'm definitely buying the
Buy it.
Steelers. Yeah. You're underestimating the defense, Riley.
Las Vegas. Buy or sell.
Well, we never touched on the rug situation.
And we don't want to.
Yeah, no, I don't. But I'm just saying that's a big distraction going into this week.
And all that stuff.
That's got to be a big distraction.
He's on a suicide mission, driving 164 miles an hour drunk.
Not for nothing. I don't isn't that the right time to say it, but I don't think he was that good of a pick either way. Like, he hasn't been a great receiver. You look at the receivers around him, CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson. Those guys are blowing up. I don't think he's that much of a huge loss. I just hope he gets okay, and I hope everything works out well in that situation.
The intangible with Ruggs is he might not have been catching the ball, but his speed could have opened
of
up a lot of lanes
for
these other receivers.
I'm just praying for the young man.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm praying for the family that was affected. DWI with death.
Yep.
Driving 165 miles an hour. Unfortunately, that man's going to spend.
I like what Derek Carr said, though. He said that I don't know how many people are here for him or how many people are going to love him, but I definitely will now and show him love because there could be something going on with him.
Let me tell you something. Yeah. The Carr families, they're Fresno. Okay, I've heard a lot about it from my brother, all of it. They are deeply spiritual, religious people.
Yeah, that's what he said.
And they're real Christians.
Yeah.
Like they want to help the sick and suffering. You know, they want to take people, care of people who are on that. I mean, you know, when you're a righteous Christian, you know, whether you believe in it or not, you know, they are the people, if they're anything.
I'm selling the Raiders.
You selling the Raiders? You selling Jesus or you buying Jesus?
Buying.
You buying? How about black baby Jesus? You buying black baby Jesus or white baby Jesus? Have you ever seen a black Jesus?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's cool.
It was a nickname for Black Jesus. They called RG3 when he came into the league. They said that I was Black Jesus because they was going to turn the whole Redskins around. They were so bad, but...
Okay, pick day. You want to log this in? You want to take this?
Hey, give me the sheet.
No, I'll do it.
All right, there we go.
Okay. Jets at Colts. Colts minus 10.5. This is very easy for me. Jeez. It's midnight for Mr. White. Good night. The Colts all day.
I'm going to go against all these my traditional trends this week, and I'm going to go all over the place this week. I'm going to start off the 10.5, and I'm going to take the Jets.
Oh, I was taking the Jets too. This could be a huge week for Mike. This could be a huge week to Mike.
Trends. I'm not going to give any trend. I'm just going to.
We just talked about you being a trend guy. You blew up the whole segment.
I'm going to change it up.
Well, not for nothing. Facebook blew up everything because the fucking.
I'm going to change it up.
Stupid shit.
What do you think? You sure it's Facebook?
Yeah, probably because I don't think the internet went down, so we should be good.
We gotta get on the phone with them right there.
Yeah.
Who is Rachel Doobie? Is that a cousin of yours, Val?
No, I don't know.
Is that an ex-girlfriend of yours, Birdie?
No, I wouldn't think so.
Browns at Cincy. Cincy minus 2.5. This is one of the easiest bets
easy.
of the week.
Give me Cincy. That's gonna move up to like 5.
You guys are both taking Cincy?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. This is your bully of the week.
Yeah, do it.
Can't do it since he lost.
We should all get a bully pick of the week.
Yeah.
Where where the other two can force him to take the other one.
Yeah.
That should be our one.
We'll write that in for next week for sure. I like
last
it.
Week.
Broncos at Dallas minus 10. Is Dak
give me Denver. Give me Denver. Yeah, he'll play, but give me Denver.
Dak's playing.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Cowboys.
The trend says Dallas, but I'm taking the Broncos.
Oh, perfect.
Birdie, we're giving him the win, dude. We're giving him the win. I need somebody to.
Texans at Miami is a return of Tyrod Taylor. I think he's underrated. Miami minus 6.5. Economic fortunes in fantasy football are tied to David Tua. Marcus Tua.
Tua Tagliavola. Oh, my team is. Yeah. You're telling me you're going to take the Texans again this week? Is that what you just said?
No, you're not bullying me into that.
Oh, I'm asking,
we should bully him into it. Let's bully him into that one.
Okay, so you're not taking the Texans.
No.
Okay, the trend says to take the Texans.
Okay, you take it.
I'm going to take Miami.
Okay.
So what's the spread?
6.5
for Miami?
Yeah, minus 6.5.
Oh my God! Give me Houston. Give me Houston.
There you go. Show some balls.
Oh my God!
Atlanta at the 8s.
What's the points?
Can the backup quarterback get it done? 6.5.
No, give me Atlanta.
6.
You're getting Atlanta?
Kyle Pitts.
Give me Taysom Hill over there.
Good
give me the Saints. You more than likely, yeah. I started him in 2 leagues in fantasy, so he better play. Jesus.
He's in 2 of our leagues?
2 of my leagues.
What kind of quality control we got going on? I thought you guys discussed...
different league. Different league.
I gave you the cheat for both sides. Look, front and back.
Hey, no cheating yet. No cheating yet.
I thought we had a rule, right? About players who don't practice, we try to stay away from.
No, this is my league. I'm taking the risk on...
So you're taking the Saints?
Yeah, I'm taking the Saints.
Birdie?
Atlanta.
Mike's going to Atlanta as well?
Matty Ice?
Ooh. He's thinking.
That Saints defense is fucking tough. Those D-backs get after. He's a mean, nasty prick. Who's that guy that kept punching the guy from the Seattle in the mouth all game?
Lattimore.
Oh, my God.
Lattimore, yeah.
I'm going to go with the 8s. Las Vegas at the G-Men. Yo. Vegas keeps rolling.
What's the point?
Giants are dysfunctional. Very disappointed they could have won that game. +3. I'm taking Vegas. Derek Carr will win because Jesus is with him.
I'm taking Vegas also.
I'm taking Vegas just because I can't afford another loss in these picks to be different from you guys. So if we all lose, we all lose.
Patriots at Carolina. This is the lock of the week.
I know
2 of them.
I know who you're taking.
Steelers versus Bears. Patriots for Carolina. Steelers and Pats will make the playoffs. You heard it here first. The Hurricanes on it. I'm locked in. Believe me.
What's the spread?
Bet the mortgage.
3.5.
Bet the mortgage.
3.5 for the Patriots.
Bet the mortgage on the Steelers and the
Carolina's
Patriots.
at home getting 3.5.
Oh, give me Carolina. Give me Carolina. At home getting 3.5.
Well,
I'll take Carolina.
The trend says New England.
Let me guess. He's going against it.
Come on. You can't mention the trend and go against it every time. You gotta be either way.
But I'm mixing it up this week, though. I'm mixing it up.
By mixing it up, he means he's doing complete opposite of what he's doing. So
I'm gonna take Carolina. Give me the 3.5.
Yes.
Ride that wave, Birdie. Ride the wave.
No, I'm gonna take Carolina 3.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Bills at Jacksonville, 14.5.
Bills at Jacksonville, 14.5.
Urban Meyer, I gave up on him a long time ago.
Singing his praises before the season
Buffalo's
started.
coming off a
Buffalo
for
for
play
me.
last week. I didn't see. I'm way off my game this week. I'm gonna take Buffalo minus the 14.5.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You been getting high? Because
No.
this is somebody kidnapped you by aliens.
This is Buffalo.
You
we're
never
talking
like to
about.
lay.
Yeah, but we're talking about Buffalo against Jacksonville, Mike.
Hi, Birdie.
Who are you taking, Mike?
Urban Meyer.
I see it.
You want the bully pick? I'll take Jacksonville.
Ooh,
Right
give me Buffalo,
Right there.
baby.
Right
Give me
there.
Buffalo.
There you go. You got
The
me.
trend says Buffalo.
Vikings at Ravens. Ravens, real quick.
What's the points
6.
for the Vikings?
Yep.
I'll take the Ravens.
I will take the trend, and I will take the Vikings plus the 6.
Oh, the trend today, they're not the trend tomorrow.
I got them all messed up.
Hey, I'm leaving on that last trend to Georgia. Leaving on the last trend.
All right, next.
Ooh. Packers at KC. No Aaron Rodgers. No way.
Packers.
This line is I got it at 6.5. Are you sure your lines are accurate today?
This is Sportsbook Rhode Island last night around midnight or whatever.
Packers at KC 7.5.
Might have dropped. I don't know. It could have dropped, I guess.
Give me the Packers.
How do you handicap?
Balls.
Give me the Packers.
How do you handicap this, though? Seriously.
Three
Without
for,
Aaron Rodgers.
3 for home field advantage and close your eyes.
So we're going to go 7.5 here? Or?
Yeah. No, I'm going with the Chiefs.
I don't trust the Chiefs' defense even
Uh,
without Aaron
okay.
Rodgers. I'll take Green Bay over.
Birdie, we're giving him the win this week.
No, that's all right.
Everyone, be prepared for next week. Mike is getting the win. It's not even a question.
Carolina at 49. Cardinals at 49ers. 49ers plus 1.
Oh, Cardinals all day.
Yeah,
That's easy.
I got to take the Cardinals.
That's easy.
Okay.
The same thing as last week. My last week lock was the Titans and
Hurricanes.
the
to the left.
to the
I'm going
Colts.
with the 49ers and Jimmy G. Hey,
Okay.
Pats fans out there.
Maybe we're not giving him the win. Maybe we're not giving him the win.
I don't take that one because Debo Samuel's not even playing. So
Every time, Birdie, right?
Yep.
Every time I talk about Jimmy G, I have to remind the insane madness of a certain section of Patriots fans who actually were begging for him to replace Tom Brady.
You're correct.
6 years
You're
ago.
correct.
Are you kidding me?
Tom Brady, the beginning of the rift started with Jimmy G.
You watched that documentary yet?
Not the
The
whole
Man in
thing.
the Arena?
No, I didn't see that one.
Oh, it's
saw
my
the one
favorite.
on the-
No, it's a big one coming out on ESPN.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it.
The Man in the Arena. It is an unbelievable thing. And that's
I'll
the theme.
definitely have to check it out.
Okay, I'm going to 49ers. I don't want to, but I'm going to. Tennessee at Rams. Rams 7.5 now.
This is impossible to handicap now without Derrick Henry. I mean, how are you going to... I mean, Von Miller plays this week, the Rams.
Big balls. I'm going with Tennessee.
Okay, maybe Mike doesn't win. I'm taking the Rams.
All right.
Yeah,
This could be a competitive week.
I got to take the Rams. I hate laying more than 7, but I'm going to take the Rams here because I just...
Birdie, I'm red hot. You're going against me all the time.
That's all right.
I feel bad.
That's all right.
Bet the mortgage.
I'm going against
Honestly,
a lot of my trends this week.
What's the points on that one?
7.5.
The Steelers are getting 7.5.
No,
6.5.
You're talking about the Ram game or the
Steelers.
Pittsburgh?
We're going to Steelers now.
Pittsburgh was 6.5.
So it's in Pittsburgh
Yes.
on Monday night.
Yes.
Give me Justin Fields and the Bears and the Chicago
You are
Bears.
bugging.
This is my ballsy week. Watch, I'm going to come in and I'm going to smoke you guys.
You know what the trends say? Take Chicago in this, but I can't do it. I'm going to take Pittsburgh.
This dude's way against the trend.
This guy doesn't know what. I'm ready. You're a man of calm and cool decision making, and I think you damn lost.
Put him right on the table. I'll get him after.
We got him right there. We got him right there.
Give me a
Yeah,
piece.
it's like putting the ballot to the
Give me
voting box.
two blank pieces of paper here. Riley,
Can you call up the Brady documentary called "The Man in the Arena"? It is my. Have you guys ever heard that poem? I'm gonna read it to you to close the show out.
We got to do a trivia
I know.
question.
We got Birdie's trivia question. We need like a promo for this. Like, we need like a pitcher to come in and drop the thing on the middle of the table.
One piece for you.
Oh,
Get a pen.
I got it.
You're gonna write 1 to 10. We're gonna do this real quick.
There you go.
Well, you go unless you got something else before we start here.
1 to 10 here, God.
Okay, and then the name of this game is called Hit or Miss.
Oh boy.
Here's what it is. What we're gonna do. They say in a draft, whether it's NFL, NBA, you can never really grade a draft until 5 years into a draft.
Sure, yeah.
This week we're going to go with your forte, basketball, the 2016 NBA draft.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you who the player was. I'm going to tell you who drafted him. What you have to do is tell me what college he came from.
Okay.
Oh, I'm
Very
out.
easy game.
I'm out.
No. Just don't say you're out.
There's no
There's
way.
a couple of names on here that guys came from
I got you.
foreign
Let 'em rock and
countries.
roll.
Mike's gonna
You
blow me
want to
out.
start with the number 1 pick in the draft or the number 10
Number
pick in
one.
the draft?
Number one.
Number 1. Ben Simmons of the Philadelphia 76ers. Would you say he was a hit or a miss 5
Miss.
years in?
Miss.
Okay, now write down what school he played at.
Well, I got the number 3. That for sure. I have the number 2. That's for sure.
Okay.
Oh, I got
Number 2,
Yeah.
Brandon Ingram.
He's
LA
not on
Lakers.
Google, is he? We keep 3 eyes on this kid.
You can see what I'm on right there. Wait, number 2 is Ingram?
Brandon Ingram, he was
I'm
drafted by the
thinking about the wrong
Lakers. I don't
draft.
know where he is right now.
Hit, and I know.
So he was a hit. You would say he was a hit. Okay, write down what school he went to.
got-
Number 3, this one is just a gimme. We know Jaylen Brown, Boston Celtics, but you have to write down the school that he went
Hit.
to.
That's a hit.
That's a hit.
I got it.
Okay, here's where it starts to get a little bit crazy. Number 4 pick in the draft, the Phoenix Suns, a guy by the name of Dragon Bender.
Dragon Bender, yeah.
So
He was old.
if you name the country he's from, that's because he didn't play college, so I'll give you a credit for that. That's number 4. Was this guy a hit or a miss? I never heard of him.
Miss for where you got picked.
Miss.
Everybody on this list played at least 5 years in the league. That's a miss.
Here we go.
Okay, here's another free throw for you. Layup. Number 5, Chris Dunn, drafted by the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Huge miss. I like the kid, but
I wanted him to go to the Celtics that year.
Well, he did for a minute.
No, I know, but I wanted them to draft him.
Okay, number 6, a kid by the name of Buddy Hield, drafted by the New Orleans Pelicans.
I know where
Yeah.
he went.
Hit.
yeah.
Miss, because where
Miss.
he was so good in college. And
No. He's doing big things in Sacramento.
yeah, but he was supposed to be huge coming out of college because of how good he was.
He is, though.
But it took him so long, and he wasn't what he.
It takes time. I hear you. I want to call him. He's definitely not a bust.
Okay, well,
I watched him
that
the other
was
night. I've been
number
betting on him, too.
6. Number 7,
Yeah.
Jamal Murray, drafted by the Denver Nuggets.
I love him, but I don't know what college.
I
he
would
went
say
to.
that's a hit, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, this is where it starts to get a little crazy again.
Yeah.
Number 8, Marquise Chris, drafted by the Sacramento Kings. You ever heard of him? I don't know who he is.
No.
So you're going to say a miss as far as that goes. So just try to give me whatever
Marquise
school.
Chris.
Marquise Chris. I'll even give you a hint on this one. He played at a Pac-10 school.
Okay, I got it.
West.
Go.
Riley, you all set? Number 9, a guy by the name of Jacob Patisse.
Jesus.
Toronto Raptors.
Where are we finding these fucking guys?
NBA
They're
draft.
the top
right?
10. They're the top 10.
Top 10. Hit or miss. This guy's a miss. I'll give you another hint. This guy played in one of the Big Sky Conference. Number 10. Here's
The Big Sky Conference?
Big Sky Conference. I'm
Oh,
guessing.
my God.
Big Sky. One of those. Okay, number 10.
Yeah.
This is completely off the wall. A guy by the name of Thon McCurb.
I know Thon
by
Maker.
The
Yeah,
Thon
Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah.
He did not play college basketball.
Yeah, I know he played.
What country did he come from?
I
I
think
got it. I got it.
Okay, and there's a bonus, and I'll give one more out as a bonus
yeah.
because this is how a team can hit when a team misses.
Yeah.
First name is D, last name Sabonis, who obviously
Giannis
played for the
Sabonis, yeah.
Pacers, and I think he's a big hit. He's a real good player, drafted by Orlando, and if you give me him, that'll be the last one. So I'm gonna go over the
Sabonis.
Give you what? What was Sabonis where he went to
where
school?
he went to school, where he played college basketball at.
Oh, I know.
So I'm gonna give you the answers, and then you're gonna be on the honor system as far as how many you
Yeah.
got correct or didn't
got
get
you.
correct. Okay.
We'll go down the list, but like, no, yes, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I got him right here.
Number 1, Ben Simmons, obviously LSU.
LSU.
Got that one.
Brandon Ingram,
Duke.
Nope, didn't get that one.
Duke, Jaylen Brown,
Cal.
Got that one.
Dragon Bender.
Bender.
Croatia.
Slovenia.
I think I know it says Croatia, but I think Slovenia is also part. I'm going to give him that.
Oh,
That's
yeah, we're
also
good. Yeah,
part
we're
of it.
fine.
Chris Dunn,
Province.
Province.
it's a
College.
layup. Buddy Hield.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma. Good
Uh,
job, though. Good job, Rouse.
Jamal Murray.
Kentucky.
No idea.
Kentucky.
Really?
Yeah.
Mikey's ripping it up.
Yeah.
Marquise.
I told you.
Marquise
Oregon?
Chris. University of Washington.
Didn't have that. No chance.
Jacob Portil.
No, I had no idea.
Wyoming?
Utah.
It's not the big West.
Well, I
It's
thought
the
it was a big
Pac-10.
sky. What's Utah?
Pac-10.
For basketball?
Everything, yeah.
Really?
What's
I didn't
for
know that.
everything, yeah.
Okay.
No big deal.
Thon McCurry.
Australia.
Sudan.
France.
But he played in Australia.
Oh, really? So maybe I didn't have that information when I
believe
it up.
that he did.
You
We'll
might be
check it.
right. No, you might be right. And
Gonzaga.
last one is bingo.
I had Zags as well.
Congratulations.
I had Zags
You
as
got
well.
like, how many did you get? You got like 8 out of 9.
Yeah, I had 3 wrong.
I knew basketball was his forte. So.
All right, so we know about this documentary, right? And I want to tell you about it because it's my favorite poem in the world. I got a few of them. The Man in the Glass. You guys ever read that poem?
No.
Do you have a favorite poem?
Not
like
really.
The Midnight Rider, Polar
No.
Village, Chimes Like Remain. I do. And this is very prevalent in today's society. And if you can we get an image of Tom Brady's documentary on ESPN? It's called The Man in the Arena. Okay? And this is special.
What is this going to be coming on? Have they contracted which station?
They've already teasing it. They're promoting the shit out of it. It's on ESPN.
Oh, it's going to be ESPN.
Yeah,
Okay.
The Man in the Arena, and it's got a world-class director. That guy shocked up. This is big time. They're putting big money into this, and I love the why like this motive that they're going into.
So this is going to be something similar to like a 30 for 30 maybe? Or?
Yeah, but bigger.
Sounds like it. Anything to do with Tom Brady anyway.
Okay. I'm going to read this to you. And it's very, very prevalent. Teddy Roosevelt gave it, at some difficult times in this country. And, it's just amazing. Oh, come on, you got to get that bigger for me. Okay, I got to get I got to find the words to this. But how do I blow it up?
Zoom it in.
Next, Riley will know. Let me see who I took on this sheet so I know who I got.
I got it right here.
I got the Jets. I got Atlanta.
Can I blow this thing up or what?
I got Buffalo. Took the Bengals. Took Denver.
I need to get this a little bit bigger here. But this is... can I get the text of the man... the poem...
What poem is it?
The text... Hold on.
I think we missed the game on this sheet.
Don't worry about that, Birdie. That's for the text for a poem. Here we go. Just give me the words, bro. See, they gave me the same shit.
Man in the Arena?
The Man in the Arena. The man. It's a couple things. Okay. Here we go. Birdie. It is not the critic who counts. Not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or whoever. I can't see it. Damn it!
Do you want me to read
I
it?
got it right now. I got it. I just got it. Ready, retake. Tom Brady's documentary. It's called The Man in the Arena, and it's based on this poem by Theodore Roosevelt. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is soaked and marred by dust and sweat and blood, and who strives valiantly, who makes mistakes, okay? Who makes mistakes, who comes short again and again and again. Because there is no effort without error or shortcoming. But who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms and great devotion, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least he feels why daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither knew victory or defeat. It is a Man in the Arena, Tom Brady documentary. I'm the Hurricane. Check it out.
That was Teddy Roosevelt?
Yeah.